back on live from training camp here at Bears camp. We now have the pleasure of being joined by the head coach, Matt Eberflus. Coach, we appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's start in the here and now. Great out today's practice. We were out there taking in a little bit of the intensity. How'd you like the day?
It was good. We were in shells. We're coming off a day off, so the guys come in, we kind of ramp them up, coming off of there. So shorter distances. We worked in the red zone, shorter, less intensity. So we're in shells. We don't have the hitting right away, and that's really just to build up to tomorrow, where we will have pads on, and then the next day we have the joint practice with Cincinnati. So.
Coach, when you look at your star quarterback, Caleb Williams, being on the grass with him throughout the entire offseason regimen, now currently in training camp, he got an opportunity to play in his first preseason game. What has been the one thing that Caleb has done that has surprised you the most based on all of your pre-draft prep, study, and watching him on film?
I wouldn't say surprised, but what I've been pleased with is his just accepting all challenges. He's accepted all those in a way that's really exceeded our expectation. And that's what he's done. And we've asked him to do a lot of things over the summer to level up. He's done that during camp. We have goals every single week, and he's done that every single week and improving every single week. So that's really what we're trying to do as a football team.
How do you balance having a rookie quarterback, obviously acclimating him to the NFL, and then wanting to put a lot on his plate because you've got a darn good roster that's willing to compete right now? How do you balance that? Yeah,
there is a balance there. I think when you start off in the spring, it's a little bit slower, and you give him less looks, defensively, and that was all planned. And we've done a good job with that. And then basically him over the summer learning everything cold so he knows it coming in. And then we started to do our defensive install the same way we always do it. So he's been, a lot of different looks, a lot of different situations. He's been through the whole gamut of it. And then a couple weeks ago we just started over. And, so it's going over it again and again. So once we get into the preseason games, he does basically weekly game plans. And it's a lot smaller. And it's just like a game. So it's been good the last 2 weeks.
I know you guys are quite literally, as the moniker goes, on to Cincinnati, but I got to go backwards too because, Coach, this was the story that I was raised on, and I'm excited for the next chapter, certainly so. When you turned on that tape, your first look after Saturday's action, what jumped off the tape at you, specific to Caleb, but also across the entire roster?
Yeah, I would say the protection. The offensive line protection, the way the backs and tight ends protected in the pass game was really good. There was a clean pocket for him. You look at that first third down and 12, he had a chance to scan across. He doesn't have that chance if it's not protected the right way. So that's what stood out. Obviously he's going to be accurate. That's who he is. Going through his progressions, he's working on that as we go. His footwork was really good in that game, in terms of his ball handling and carrying out his fakes. And you guys saw him on some of those keepers. Did a really nice job of coming out of there nice and clean with speed. So a lot of good things. And we meet after the game and before the game and after the game about what we did well, what did we learn, and he learned a lot of things in that. And one of those was just to be able to have clean feet all the time. There's a couple times where he didn't have that.
First drive, there was a flush right. I got to ask you about. It was almost a ball fake. He kind of peeked the shoulder. It was one he ended up dirt and nothing came of it, but. What was that? Just some Caleb flair there? It almost looked like he hit like a turbo button to get out of the pocket with that extra ball.
We've been working on him having ball security, in the pocket, and then once he leaves the pocket. So he did a good job with that. Had two hands on the ball, and I thought he did a nice job there.
Coach, let's transition to the defense. As you know, defense wins championships. When you look at the last 8 ball games from 2023, we saw a drastic change schematically and with production on the football field. What led to that change a year ago, and what should we expect to see from the defense this season?
Yeah, I think it was more of just continuity. Obviously the Tez effect is certainly there. But once we got into that 5th or 6th game, we really started to gel. We have everybody back. We lost Kyler Gordon early after the first game, and that was obviously a big piece for us, but really just continuity, and then we're able to expand the scheme as we go, and once the guys handled it right, and they did a great job, and they did a nice job hanging through adversity. The whole football team did.
You talked about the Tez effect. Tell us a little bit about what Montez Sweat brought to your team when you acquired him from the Commanders.
Yeah, he demands attention, right? So that helps free up the other rushers. And that's so important to be able to do that, to have a guy like that. When you can have two, it's even better, and that's what we're searching to do here coming forward. But it's important that you don't have to cover as long. The pressure's there, and what's great about Tez is that he's a great run player too. So he understands that stopping the run gets you favorable down in distances, so we can rush the passer, and he's always done that well.
One of the most underrated groups on this roster is that secondary. So young, but so promising. What's the ceiling like for that unit?
Yeah, it's a good group. Signing Jalen back is awesome. He's really worked himself into being an elite player and one of the best corners in the NFL. And we have Tyreek Stevenson, who's done a really good job as a rookie, and we expect him to really, expand his game, and refine his game in the second year. I talked about Kyler as a nickel. I think he's one of the better ones in football. And then our safeties, getting Kevin, this year from Tennessee, with having that experience and, the exposures he's had and the wisdom he has back there, I think is going to be awesome for not only our secondary and our defense, but the whole team. And then Brisker. Brisker's, I know he's been injured and he's been trying to get back here as fast as possible, but, he's got a lot of emotion and passion that he brings to our unit, and we're excited to get him back.
You're now trying to sort of thread that needle, find that sweet spot of what the right workload is over these next couple preseason games. I know Zach Taylor already came out and said, not going to see many starters. I know you want to get one-on-one looks for your guys at the top of this depth chart. How does that affect your strategy coming into this game, and do you think that this is another opportunity for Caleb to get those snaps despite who's on the other side?
Yeah, I look at really at competitive reps. So everybody gets caught up in the preseason reps, what that number is, and they're right. Those are competitive reps, so those are important. But going against our defense, the one defense all the time in pads, those are competitive reps. And going against Cincinnati in our joint practice, those are competitive reps. And then really the preseason games are that too. And we feel really good about our plan and the process that we have for our starters and the players, and certainly Caleb too. And we'll work that plan.
Assessing the talent, Coach, I do want you to look inward here for a moment. We did get an opportunity. There were flickers on Hard Knocks of the old playing days. How would you assess that linebacker as a possible prospect?
I was a really good hitter, but I was slow. So that's why I played in the MAC and didn't get a chance. But I was so fortunate to have a lot of great coaches, from Coach Pinkel, who's in the College Hall of Fame. I was with him in Toledo and Missouri, and then working into the pro game. I got a chance to be with a lot of great coaches. Mangini to start, he was awesome. Jason Garrett, and then Rod Marinelli and Monty Kiffin when I was in Dallas.
Good names.
I was going to say, Mac, I see you perking up the defender names in you. That's
and then really going over there to Indianapolis, being the coordinator, first time in the NFL, and that was great being with Frank and those guys and Sirianni and that group, and and then having my opportunity now to be a head coach, and being here with the McCaskey family has been awesome. I mean, they are second to none in terms of ownership. Additions of Kevin Warren, Ted Cruz, and those guys have been as wonderful for me personally, not only for the organization, and then having Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles has been, we've been together here. We were friends before, and it was a no-brainer for me to go to this job over any other because of him and the McCaskey family. So it's an exciting time for the Bears, and we're looking forward to this season.
Further highlighting what Poles has done here in this building. Have you had a second to yourself to just walk through that locker room, take a look at the nameplates, and realize how far from a roster standpoint it has come?
Yeah, and we had a plan going into it, and we understood that it was going to be a process to it. The first year we had to make the money right, and get that thing back in the right track, and so we didn't mortgage our future. So we did that really well for the first year, and we drafted well in the first year, in the second year, and the third year, and we've also done a good job of developing our players. Coaches, hats off to the coaches for that, and really our performance staff as well. So, it's been a step-by-step process. Year one, year two, we had a chance to add the defensive players that we did last year, and then this year we added on offense, and including the draft. So again, we got a lot of work to do to get ready for that Tennessee game. And we're just focused on this week, leveling up for this week and get better this week.
The minutes, they are precious. We appreciate head coach Matt Eberflus taking a few here with us on CBS Sports. Appreciate you, Coach.
All right, thanks for having me.